You mentioned some of the resources needed to win at Washington, especially with the move to the Big Ten, right? The competition gets even harder. You're not competing with it's now Ohio State and Michigan and Penn State and still Oregon and USC. What are those resources that you wanted to improve upon when you got here for the football program?
Well, I suppose the biggest surprise to me is what we weren't doing in a nutrition standpoint.
Got it. Yeah.
And so there's some things, building the kitchen so we can do 21 meals a week, and just some of those things that may not be sexy, but are critically important, and not just to football, but to everybody in the department. In this environment, NIL, and I think the people that are struggling are the people that didn't want to embrace NIL at first, resisted it maybe for philosophical reasons, whatever the case. Now they want to get on board, and maybe they're not in as much control as they should have been. One thing UW did was get it behind it and support it from day one. We did the same thing at Tulane. And I think those programs that did that find themselves maybe in a little bit of an advantageous position today. But there's more coming. The next generation of this is either going to be employment or revenue sharing. So how do we start preparing for that? At Tulane, we did our NIL education a year before the rule passed because it looked like the rule was going to eventually pass. So what are we doing now in a year or two ahead of where maybe there's revenue sharing or whatever that model change is?
I want to dive into a little bit of what you just said there because it's just such a great topic now in college sports, and you're at the center of it, right? At one of the best programs in the country that's doing a great job at NIL. I was just telling Coach DeBoer, I was talking to some people at the Peach Bowl, and people were mentioning how great of a job Washington's done with NIL as kind of an example of what it should look like. You mentioned embracing it early, but what else do you think has gone into you guys having a great structure in place for NIL to be able to compete with all the programs in the country?
You guys know I love football. And this football season, I've been trying to find a new way to bet on sports. I'm sick of using casinos, the traditional way to do it. And I found the best way to do it, had to tell you guys about it. It's on Cut. Cut is the game-changing social betting platform. Look no further. This is where you got to be. It's a peer-to-peer betting playground. So put your money where your mouth is. It's time to fire on sports on the best new app. I've been looking for a long time, and I found it. It's on Cut. Use my promo code ADAMB and get a 10% deposit match at cut.com. That's cut.com, KUTT.com. Use my code ADAMB for a 10% deposit match when you deposit money.
What else do you think has gone into you guys having a great structure in place for NIL to be able to compete with all the programs in the country?
Well, I think Kalen's philosophy, and it's one that I shared walking in the door, NIL is about retention, not recruitment. And now it is in recruitment from a standpoint of the players have to know that there's something available to them. But the places that have used NIL as a recruitment inducement, it hasn't worked.
Creates issues.
And those, the kids who chase the money, there's more to it than chasing the bag to having success when you get there. But to be able to reward those who have success, and no different than I'm trying to reward Coach with another contract, right? And make sure that the spoils I talked about winning, there are other rewards now that are available, and making sure that those are there. So I think that was the key, and I think the other key, at least with the collective that exists at Washington, there is a philosophical agreement with those who run the collective and those inside the athletic department about what the point is, about the type of student that we want to recruit and retain here. And I think part of it goes to the Adidas partnership. We're the first Adidas school that's been in the CFP, and they've done some great things with Rome and with Michael, and those are NIL opportunities that weren't available a few years ago. So you need your partners. It's not just the collective. You need your partners to embrace it and be behind it as well.